On October 19th, 2022, an Ozaukee County Sheriff's deputy was monitoring traffic when he observed a speeding vehicle in Port Washington, Wisconsin. He attempted to catch up to the vehicle to monitor its driving behavior and possibly conduct a traffic stop. When he activated his emergency lights, the vehicle began to slow, but then started to accelerate, eventually reaching 100 miles per hour. Once it became clear the suspect was aware of their presence, the deputies decided to terminate the pursuit. About a minute later, a Port Washington police officer was parked on an interstate on-ramp shoulder and was aware of the fleeing vehicle. Eventually, he observed headlights in his rearview mirror approaching quickly after driving through a stop sign. He then heard the driver lock their brakes before striking into his marked squad car. As he called out over the radio, he observed two males running from the suspect vehicle.
Hands! Stop running! We're doing the Ozaukee 2 running onto the highway! Stop running!
The two suspects ignored the officer's commands and ran across all four lanes of the interstate.
They're still running northbound on the highway. They're running through traffic into the median. They're crossing southbound, going up the hill towards Pleers.
Ozaukee squad that may be heading back southbound and possibly drop to the median. Copy, heading towards Pleers.
95. One's got a gray hoodie, the other one's got a purple, and they're both in sweatpants. I'm returning to my squad. I'm right here. Hey, I didn't clear the car yet. The car's not clear, Lieutenant. Got it. I don't see anyone in the back.
Get behind me. Get behind me.
No one's in the back seat. I couldn't go across the interstate. I'm not gonna follow him on foot across the interstate. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I'll get you checked out by the ambulance when they get here. What? At this point, let's just stand by. It's possible they might come back this way, so everybody just remain on high alert.
I was waiting to see it come through,
Okay.
or I was waiting to also watch if he's gonna come off here.
Okay.
Next thing I know, I see lights coming way too fast. They don't even stop. I hear them lock up the brakes, and I just took my hands out because I didn't want to break my wrist holding on the and it hit me. And then it took me a second to wrench my door open because it's all bent.
Yeah.
And then I see two running, so I followed them down.
Okay. Tell me what they look like.
One had a purple hoodie, one had gray, both had hoods up, black sweatpants. I called that out. I followed them down to the northbound on thing, then they crossed, and I'm not crossing 43 on foot. They went down through the median, through the southbound, up the hill. And I had my gun light on them the whole time. Whoever squad's down there saw them. And they didn't get out after. They were too fast for me. I couldn't come. So I got my gun out right away, because I'm like, holy, they might get out on me. And we might get into a gunfight right here. I have no idea how fast he hit me at, but he locked them brakes up real good. Totaled the squad.
The driver was later identified as 20-year-old Amarian Graham and the passenger as 22-year-old Anthony Bland. A deputy searched the surrounding area and noticed Anthony running through a parking lot.
Ozaukee dispatch 1 anyway.
423.
Do you have visual? Stop moving now, you're gonna get shot! One to gunpoint.
Lay down now! Put your hands out! Who else is in the car?
Anybody? I was just trying to get back to my field.
Where did the driver go?
I don't know.
Are you the only one in the car? Put your hands out on the ground in front of you now. Stop moving. Lay down on your stomach now. Who else is in the car? I got him covered. You gonna?
Is there anyone else here? Do not f***ing move.
Do you need an ambulance?
Yeah,
Where do you hurt?
the whole fucking body hurt.
We need to know who else was in the car. If it was just you, that's fine. But we need to know who needs help.
Where's the other guy?
I don't know. You want to start tracking for the other guy?
Yeah.
24 Ozaukee, 1080 with 1. Were you a passenger or the driver? We need to know who else might be hurt, okay?
I'm tired. Can y'all wait? No, we need to know right now. I can't breathe.
All right, roll over. Roll over.
I don't know. There's still one outstanding.
Stand up. Can you get up? We'll get you up so we can get you seated, okay? It'll be more comfortable for you.
I can't really move.
Okay, where are you hurt?
The driver was wearing a gray hoodie. I gotta pee too. I might finna pee on myself.
Well, then you're gonna pee on yourself.
You're gonna pee on yourself then. Where did he go? You need to tell us right now. I don't know. What's his name?
Is it just one other?
I saw him. He's wearing a gray hoodie. I looked right at him. What's his name?
Dude, if you're the passenger, this isn't on you, okay? We need to, but I need to know if there were like 4 people in the car or just you and the driver. I know, but was it just the one other person in the car or there were a couple?
Well, I don't feel good right now.
All right, sit up. Sit up. We're gonna get you to a better spot so an ambulance can check you out, okay? Can you stand up for me, man?
No.
You can't stand.
I can't.
All right, you lean against my knee if you have to. You can lean against my knee if you have to, but sit up, it'll be easier for you to breathe. Yeah.
Oh, please take a pee. I ain't got nothing on me.
Well, we gotta check, all right?
All right.
You Anthony?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Do you have a wallet or a phone or anything on you?
No. Please take a pee.
Dude, you just were in a crash and you ran from us, okay? We're not taking the handcuffs off. So
I ain't gotta take them off. I could just get on my knees to take a pee.
We're good. And the ambulance can respond to clears. All right. Can you watch him? I'm gonna grab a bag.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna do a cop.
I didn't do nothing.
We gotta confirm that you weren't the one. I don't know who was driving. You're not telling me who was in the car.
Okay.
The squad got smoked.
Oh yeah, I see that.
He went up the ramp. He said, I just got hit.
That's all I heard, and I started.
Is he good?
Yeah, he was walking. He was climbing up a hill.
What are you doing, man?
Man, I'm tired.
Dude, you gotta sit up for me, okay? I gotta make sure you're awake. You sit up?
Okay.
I need you to sit up. The ambulance is gonna be in a minute to check you out, okay? It's almost here. Where are you hurting?
My whole body low-key hurt. I can't do no favor for nobody else.
What does that mean?
Huh? Like,
You gonna tell me who was driving?
I'm tired. I told him I just supposed to do a favor, and I went to sleep. I got real tired.
You know who was driving the car, though.
I don't.
You're just in the car with a random person, you don't know his name?
I did a favor for somebody.
What does that mean?
Huh?
What was the favor?
I supposed to drove him somewhere.
Okay, but you were driving?
Huh?
You were driving?
I got tired, and then so I told him to drive.
Did he run over this way with you?
Hmm.
He won't. You're just saying he's tired every time I ask him a question about the other guys, so.
No, I am tired.
That's fine, but you can start answering questions about the other guy so that we can check his welfare. We gotta make sure he's alive. It was a wicked crash.
Just so you know, I walked the tree line, just along the tree line, down to the end and back.
A short time later, a female subject from nearby told deputies there was a man, aka Omarion, hiding on her porch.
Okay. Hey, guys, this way, this way. Somebody on the back porch of the house across from.
That way? Sit tight, man.
As deputies walked towards the back of her residence, they observed a flower pot placed on Omarion's head with his legs clearly showing.
Put your hands up! Do it now. I know you're not a plant. Slowly.
Stand straight up. Want to go quick? Straight up, hands up. Hands up.
Drop that.
Turn around. Turn around. I got it. Hands behind your back.
Dispatch informed them Marion did not have a valid Illinois license and his driving status was suspended.
Talk over here. Were you drinking something red or is that blood?
I think it's blood.
Can you take him in the back of your car?
Yeah, that's the driver right there.
Where?
You're the driver.
What do you mean where?
My cash.
Yeah, not anymore. Spread your feet. Sit on the push bar. Sit on the push bar. What's your last name?
Gray.
Can you spell it?
G-R-A-H-A.
H-A-M?
Yeah.
First name?
Amarian. A-M-A-R-I-A-N. R up top.
Okay. We got an ambulance coming to check you out, alright, man? Anyone else with you besides the dude in the blue sweatshirt? How many people were in the car? We got to make sure no one else is hurt, so we need to know everyone's accounted for. So how many people were in the car? We already got the other dude under arrest.
I can't even breathe. You start asking me questions.
How many people were in the car? I'm going to grab a property bag. Can you chill with him? I got to check on mine. You sit up, my dude? You good? I know you're not feeling great. We got an ambulance coming, okay?
I'll sit down.
You can sit down, that's fine.
Just confirming, he hit a court squad, not an actual officer, right?
Yes, correct. He was occupied, but yes.
Right. No, he was standing on the
Yeah, he was standing, yeah.
Yeah,
I went straight to his squad to check it out.
Hold up here.
I only saw two running up the hill.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a third one like way in front. Couldn't tell you.
I was trying to catch up. I thought they gunned it. He changed a bunch of lanes without... I don't know if he was like...
And I got that car going 100.
I don't know. He was doing 100? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell...
I have it locked on radar.
He blew past me.
I was getting ready. I was turning around on it.
I was trying to catch up. Then I thought he was... Because he was... But I think he was just going around cars, not using his blinker. And then he came up to him and slammed on his brakes. He got a good look at him. And then I lit him up and we followed lights and siren on. How far do you think that was?
25 seconds, I think. Right?
Maybe, but and then he started accelerating away. He changed lanes, and then he took off, and then we shut down. It was before cake. Do you mind if you and Bob can just watch these guys for a minute while we run over there? I gotta see what I got. This is gonna be a show, so I need to know what I'm charging and stuff. I want to go look at the crash.
Ozaukee 28 by Ben.
And you're gonna step out.
We're gonna put you in a different car for now. I gotta go check your car out.
2 Henry Nor Young, date of 2, 8898. Henry 5298.
Deputies searched his vehicle and discovered 2.6 grams of marijuana and a Glock 43 handgun with a large drum magazine. There were also several bullet holes covered with tape on the exterior of the vehicle. Dispatch informed they were both convicted felons and neither held a valid CCW permit. The police officer involved in the crash was taken to a local hospital and treated for minor injuries. Anthony was charged with felony possession of a firearm by a convicted out-of-state felon as a party to a crime, misdemeanor counts of resisting, obstructing an officer, and possession of THC. The driver, Amarian, was charged with felony counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, operating, fleeing, eluding an officer, causing bodily harm, possession of a firearm by a convicted out-of-state felon as a party to a crime, bail jumping ×3, misdemeanor counts of resisting, obstructing an officer, and possession of THC. He also received several citations totaling over $2,700. Anthony and Amarian's cash bonds were set at $25,000 and $50,000. Support Code Blue Cam by joining our Patreon to get exclusive access to content, behind the scenes, giveaways, and much more.